Oh, hi there. My name is Hannah Mason. Walk with me. I'll be talking about lobbyists today, but not just any lobbyists. Lobbyists for the meat industry. What do they do, and why are they important? But first, let's clarify. What are lobbyists? According to Mary Nestle, lobbying is any legal attempt by an individual or group to influence government policy or action. And lobby includes three elements. 1, promoting the views of special interest groups, like the meat industry. 2, attempting to influence government laws, rules, or policies that might affect these groups. And 3, communicating with government officials or representatives about laws, rules, or policies of interest. Because lobbyists are so closely involved in politics and are pretty successful, some even call them their own branch of government. That means that they're a pretty big deal. So this all seems a bit shady, right? I mean, people being paid by companies to influence politicians. You might be surprised to hear that lobbyists have been around since before 1787 in America. They are a pretty important part of the United States of America's political system and are widely accepted. It was even made legal in 1959. Some lobbyists are actually retired politicians. So, if you're a lobbyist for the meat industry, you are hired by some company or group of the meat industry, and you ask for rules or laws to be made that will help the meat industry. For example, if something has been done to the food pyramid, as discussed in Mary Nestle's Food Politics, that makes meat look less appealing, less healthy, less good, a lobbyist would be the one to push against that change. They are paid by the meat industry and wanted to keep being successful. You can tell that they, work for the meat industry. They wanted to keep doing good so they can keep their jobs and keep getting paid. So, there are many different ways a lobbyist can try to influence a politician, including giving donations and gifts. Seeing as lobbyists from the meat industry are given quite a bit of money, they can do a lot with it. According to OpenSecrets.org, last year's groups pertaining to meat industry spent $4.8 million on lobbyists alone, and as of right now, in 2019, have spent $2.33 million. The group that has spent the most in 2019 is Tyson Foods, having spent $755,105. As you can see on the graph on OpenSecrets.org, which won't work when I edit it, so go look it up at home. Go along with me. It'll be super fun. I know you want to. And so they're the highest spenders of 2019. They and one other company spent over $1 million each year, last year alone. And they aren't the only company that's spending this money. There are lots of other companies that spend close to $1 million every year, maybe $15,000, and there's lots of them. There's more than just 10. There's a decent amount, so it's a lot of money. So, the amount of money spent on the industry is lower from 2008, when the year's spending was at $6.05 million. The number lowered dramatically and now seems to be rising once more. The reason the 2019 number is currently low is because the year is still going on. If the trend continues, the amount spent on lobbyists for the meat industry will go up. Perhaps it's the rise of a vegetarian or vegan diet, and, meat's not as popular, and so the industry wants to make it look more popular, make it look better, so they're hiring more lobbyists. Or maybe meat is just booming right now. The industry is great, so they have all this extra money that they can spend on lobbyists because, why not have them be more secure? So, whatever it is, it seems that the meat industry has an increased demand for lobbyists. Will they be able to make the meat as popular as it once was when they speak to politicians? So, there you have it, a short crash course on what a lobbyist for the meat industry is. Thank you for joining me.